Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're plunging headfirst into something absolutely fascinating, the hidden infrastructure that makes our instantaneous digital lives possible. I mean, we live in this era of just absolute immediacy, right? But the actual physical mechanics behind that speed are completely invisible to most of us. So we're going to break it all down today. I want you to pause for a second and really think about this, because we totally take it for granted every single time we pick up our phones. How exactly does a high-definition video sitting on a server literally thousands of miles away cross entire continents and oceans to reach your screen almost instantly? It's kind of a wild thought when you really stop and consider the physical distance involved. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The Everyday Magic. Let's look at our micro, everyday internet habits to really grasp this illusion of instantaneous data. We interact with the system constantly. Think about a relatable interaction you do dozens of times a day. Step 1, you tap your screen. Step 2, less than a single second passes. And step 3, boom, the video just starts playing. The sheer, almost incomprehensible speed happening here is totally mind-bending. In that tiny fraction of a second, your tap generates a digital request, chops it into these minuscule data packets, fires them across the world at nearly the speed of light, finds the exact right server, and then shoots that data all the way back to be reassembled on your screen in milliseconds. The precision is just staggering.
And this invisible speed, it's the bedrock of modern life. Absolutely everything we do online relies on this exact same lightning-fast delivery mechanism. Watching YouTube, sending rapid-fire WhatsApp messages to a friend, hopping on an HD video call for work, endlessly scrolling social media, streaming Netflix on a Friday night, playing high-stakes online games, or, just searching on Google to settle some random trivia debate. Every single bit of it depends on this incredibly fast, hidden foundation.
To the average user, it honestly feels like magic, pure, inexplicable sorcery. We're literally just tapping our fingers against little sheets of illuminated glass, and all the combined knowledge and entertainment of the world just magically appears. It happens so seamlessly that our brains naturally process it as magic. Actually, we're so used to this magic that we absolutely lose our minds if a video buffers for more than 3 seconds, right? We completely forget that the data is literally traveling across the planet to get to us. But we need to look closer. We really need to contrast this magical illusion with the actual physical reality. Most of us just kind of assume our data lives in this invisible, floaty cloud hovering wirelessly around our devices. But the reality, our internet heavily depends on a massive, tangible, physical infrastructure that most people have never even laid eyes on. We are talking about millions of miles of physical cables. It's a secret network quietly connecting the entire globe, which is what actually makes all those wireless devices in our hands function in the first place. And I know exactly what you might be picturing right now in your head. You're probably thinking of satellites, right? Beaming Wi-Fi signals down from space? Well, no, it's not what you think. So the crucial point here is that our primary lifeline to the digital world isn't floating above our heads in the stars at all. We have been looking in the completely wrong direction. Which brings us to Section 2, the secret submerged network. So we're shifting our perspective now. We're moving from that tiny glass screen in the palm of your hand way out to a grand planetary scale. Because to understand how the internet truly travels, you have to look down, deep into the vast oceans of the world. And this brilliantly illustrates the vastness of it all. A secret network, an unseen physical infrastructure connecting the Earth with glowing lines of data, completely hidden from everyday view. Imagine looking at the Earth from space, but instead of just seeing blue oceans, you see our world wrapped in this submerged physical web. This is the secret pulse of the global internet. It's a sprawling network of literal fiber optic cables resting right there on the ocean floor. And we aren't talking about massive indestructible pipelines either. These cables, they're often as thin as a garden hose. Inside these surprisingly delicate tubes are strands of glass that are barely thicker than a human hair. Lasers fire continuous pulses of light through these microscopic glass threads, transmitting data across the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans at roughly 2/3 the speed of light. I mean, it is an absolute engineering marvel. Ships specially designed to spool out thousands of miles of this cable have to traverse the most hostile environments on Earth, laying them down across jagged underwater mountain ranges and into the freezing, crushing depths of the ocean. And here's the real kicker, the most shocking fact of all. Over 99% of all international data travels this way. Let that sink in. Every international bank transfer, every cross-border video call, every overseas email, it all pulses as light through these garden hoses at the bottom of the sea. They are the actual physical backbone of the internet, carrying unimaginable bandwidth. terabytes of data every single second. So if our data isn't just magically floating in the clouds, what exactly is happening beneath the surface of the ocean to connect our world? Well, now you know. The next time you load up a video or send a quick text, just remember that your data is taking this wild, physical journey thousands of miles deep, shooting as light through glass on the ocean floor, completely out of sight. And honestly, it leaves us with a truly profound thought. Our entire modern world, our economies, our communications, our societies, hangs by a literal thread of glass at the bottom of the ocean. So what happens to our global society if those hidden cables ever snap? Keep that curiosity alive, keep thinking critically about the tools you use every day, and we'll catch you in the next explainer.